Hey there, Joy to the World friends and family. This is Joy with Joy the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Welcome back. If you're new to this channel, click that subscribe button down below. It is free as always. And if you'd like to be notified anytime I post new videos, ring that little bell out beside it. Now, as for that, welcome to your Freaky Friday. Now, they're really wanting to talk. They're talking about the shift as we downgrade from that blue moon, that full moon, a double charged moon because it was sandwiched in 1 month's time period. And we're like that's going to be a turning point, like coming back down the mountain. And the risk when you come back down the mountain is hitting some gravel slides. I mean, that's how I injured my tailbone when I was 14. Not fun. But it's a little more precarious than it is going up. Going up, you actually have gravity working. Leverage working on your side. When coming down, gravity is working along with you. And it could be a flume and a chute that's not quite what you want to take, like a slippery patch, like a patch of ice. Is that making sense to you? Okay, so we're going ahead and covering that, soothing and smoothing that right now. But this is our main card. You're wanting to know some moon magic, and this is the waning moon. It's beginning to go through this phase right about now, and we're needing to do some downshifting, all right? You don't just pop it from 5th gear down to 1st gear, all right? You begin to allow it to work its way down through the shifts. And so our first downshift is going to be apricot, rejoice and laugh. This is 20, okay? Taking that break from the partnership, from that connection, being able to allow your mind to ebb and flow with the energies that are going on there. And you're incredibly quiet. What energies? We got the keys here, everybody. What energies? What energies? What energies? What harp, flute, and vine? Some beautiful music that turned out to not be quite so divine. Friend, like this song that you were singing to yourself. It's almost like spraying perfume over smoke, or air freshener in the bathroom. It's one of those things, it just kind of clashes on in there with it, and it adds a whole different note. It didn't necessarily take away what it was that you were looking to soothe. What were you looking to soothe at this full moon? In this case, it was your hope. It was your big pitch, your big dream to yourself. But somewhere it didn't fly with you, okay? It didn't fly with your true inner man, your true inner self, man or woman showing up here, your true inner self, okay? There's something going on down here. The vice versa is trying to chat from down below. And it's talking about the 9 of Wands. Passing the buck. Passing the buck. Take ownership for this yourself. No one's holding you back is what you need to know. And that's amazing because it's aligning with that apricot energy. Leave it. Like, flush it down that hole. Set it on fire and be done with it. Be done with it. To ashes. That's what we're talking about. I'm not telling you to set stuff on fire. If you want to, go right ahead, right? But put in a fire pit, a campfire, a bonfire, that type of thing. Don't set nobody's stuff on fire. But here it was trying to pass that buck. It was trying to have that energy of putting off on someone else that has already has so little of nothing, is wearing them thin, wearing them out. That could be you in this case. But they're not wanting you to see it as such. They want you to see that you have the power in your hands to bring an end to this, to bring a close to this, because this is a mindset. Okay? This is where you keep pigeonholing yourself. You keep pigeonholing yourself because it's not true to what your soul really has conspired to have happen in this lifetime. You're creating, you're aligning now as we're saying this, okay? Because these are timeless reads. They're saying eternal reads. These are eternal reads, even though I'm talking about that Halloween blue moon. When you show up here, this is an energy session about how to shift through these things, because there is a dark side to this, and not dark like bad, but like ugly, okay? And that's why these have come in. This is the Black Tarot to show what's going on that you need to take a look at. When you keep submerging and defying, you're defying yourself. Do you know that? You're defying yourself. You're defying yourself. Go with the flow. To go with the flow. How do we go with the flow? I saw you turn. Where are you? Hold on. There you are. Okay. So let's deal with the blockage. Let's burn it down to ash, because the unique thing is I garden, or I used to for many, many years. And it's old timers call it sweetening the soil. Anything, that's why they'd often burn the stubble of the crop that was left, because that ash of that very like object, say it was corn, and they burn the stubs right after it had been gleaned and cleaned off. And it returns it back down to the ground. Like a fruit tree, the fruit that's not grabbed and eaten, it loves that its own fruit nourishes back down to the ground, because that's exactly what it needs, okay? So we need to know here that this is exactly what you need, all right? You need the power and permission to be done with this, to set all behind, because it's gotten quite weighty. And the weightiness that has gotten is that it's tethered you here. It relegates you here. It keeps you trapped, moving on around. If you're as old as I am, you'll remember Foghorn Leghorn. If not, you can look it up on YouTube. It was a Warner Brothers cartoon, and there was a Foghorn Leghorn who antagonized the dog. And he would get that dog all stirred up, okay, like this one, you getting all stirred up over things, right? Just to be snatched back to that same place, like a slave, like a prisoner, like this victim type feeling. And it's left you worn and bare. It's left you empty. I mean, what can you get in a cave? That's just a hole, and that's why we're going in your cave. We're going to rescue. We're going to snatch you and whisk your spirit on out of there, my friend. What do we have going on? Page of Wands. I see there's new. Hold on, baby. It's tight up in here. Let me stretch out. Let's get comfortable. Okay, that's what you're talking about. Let's get comfortable. Let's get comfortable with our dark star. Our dark star. Well, that would definitely be Lilith. Get comfortable with your dark star, your desires and your needs that you're needing, the physical needs that you have. And she's talking about these aren't just sexual, these are deep-seated, buried needs that you have. Maybe when you were a child that you had a sibling that always got all the gifts, and you were looked down as kind of like the black sheep. You know, it's that type of thing of feeling unworthy, right? So that unworthiness sits there, and it sits there. And it blocks you in that cave. It keeps you in there small and little and shrunken and disheveled, right? When you need to be like, boom, I got swine power. I love myself. I know myself. I redeem myself. I come forward. I come forward in this, and I'm not creating a cave. I'm creating a vortex and a power of life, because I know my needs, and there's nothing wrong with me desiring these things. You don't have to justify. Oh, hello. Talk about moon magic medicine. They said, get these out, Joy, and sitting on top of the scales. You don't have to justify what you desire to anyone, friend, family, anyone, especially not to yourself. If you're having to justify your desires or your needs to yourself, let's start right there, and we're going to rescue you. How we going to rescue you, baby? I want to rescue you. We got to get to the true heart of this. What's at the bottom? Oh, High Priestess. But she's got me seeing double. She's coming in as a 3, as the Empress. Life is coming to get you. Spirit has his eyes set on you, coming to get you. Coming to get you. This is Spirit calling for you. Your pearl, coming to get you. You do not have to justify yourself to yourself. That's an internal dialogue, and that means there's strife and division in yourself, and that's what this is talking about here. That strife. No more striving. You are deserving. You are worthy, because you are here. You are alive. You are beautiful. Rejoice, laugh, enjoy. I love you. In the center of your heart, you green up and you come to life. You put down roots and you grow, because you are beautiful and you are divine. You are divinely ordered. You are perfectly. I got chills. Woo! You are right on time. Perfect, amazing, sculpted, created, loved, adored. I mean, energies come down just to dance around you, to be in your flow, to be in your amnios. If you're new here, I should make a video about amnios. Amnios is the plasmatic energy around us. It is the life force around us, ready to conspire with us at any moment. And this awakens you. This Page of Wands awakens you, and you come to life. You begot yourself. You own yourself. You bring yourself forth, and you give your self permission to have what it is you desire, the keys. That is your permission, friend. Yes. Amen. Period on the sentence, actually. Exclamation point. That's my power. That's my vote. That's my vote for you. I vote for you. I vote for you. Divine self. Mwah. Love you. Okay. So no more entanglement to thou stuff. Snip, snip, cut that off into the bin, down the hole. You are free. Okay. Not to be antagonized anymore. No more having to justify yourself. That shame is off. You are divine and beautiful. They want me to shuffle up on here, so I'm just going to do it. They want to crown you. And it says you got a friend, too. Yeah, they're going to clear out that old congestion from your chest, the thing that made it hard to breathe, that burden, especially the provisionary burden, the thing where you withered and you waned and you drained off your ability to provide because this is what you were conditioned to. So we can only grow as far as we know, okay? What we know is what we will see because we play that out in our mind. I'm telling you the truth about who you are. Do you see? Do you see? And everywhere I see the word screaming, joy, 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 joy. Down in your heart to stay. You get that joy, 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 joy down in your heart, down in your heart, down in your heart. You got that joy, 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 joy down in your heart today. So echinacea is coming on in to clear that congestion out of your lungs, all that restriction, all that restraint, all that nervousness that has been hemming you and holding you in like a hella suck corset. I'm cutting that too. I'm cutting that weaving and that binding and that pattern that's been playing out in your life. And we loose you from it now. We don't loose you without the support. We're Big Daddy. Big Daddy, come on in. He's down here because he's coming for a second round this next week. With the power of love, I'm ready for you to speak to us, Big Papa, right? He's going to bring in the support. We invoke you now, Big Daddy Saturn, to bring in the support to this beautiful divine soul as we set them free from that cursed corset that was holding you in and hemming you in and restricting your breath and your life force and your power and your permission to bless yourself now, here, today. Calendula, soothe yourself. This saying, put in the hand of power, joy, activate it. To soothe yourself. And this isn't like self-soothing, like nurturing a negative behavior. Remember, we dealt with that right at the very onset. It's not even that. We cleared that mindset because we're walking forward in truth. This is you being able to self-soothe. Like you're like, oh, I'd really like to go grab a coffee. Well, where would you like to go? It's that self-talk. It's that connection to yourself. I mean, these are golden keys, baby. Talk about your treasury. Talk about this chakra, right? This is where the orange and the yellow start to meet, that power, the permission to bless yourself of what you desire, that you have the power to fulfill it. And the permission, willing and able. I speak that over you now, friend, that you are willing and able to bless yourself every desire and dream that comes from your true heart. I mean, we see it right there. We see your true heart, your true beating earth heart. This life here on the planet of pleasure, on the planet where we do have to pay bills and we do have commitments to keep that, the whole fullness of it all. To soothe and smooth, baby. I love you. I believe this for us. Okay. Okay, so under the apricot, the rejoice and laugh. Let's take a deeper look at what's going on now. What you got going on? Your sauce, baby. You got heart straight up in the center. I love it because if you turn it this way and look close, that green is a heart. And this deep dark, we talk about that black star, your Lilith coming on in. You got your North Star coming on in here, the Queen of Cups. Talk about tenacious love, devoted love, full devotion that serves up refreshment, effervescence, like a crown effervescing. Can you imagine that? It's just like if you had a little Coke bottle, right, and you pop it off and out comes that little furl of smoke and then the bubbles just sizzling at the top. Everything is making its way up to that fresh air, to that room that we made, in that breath, in your breast, in your chest, in your heart of hearts, to know that you are divine and beautiful and that you're here to desire and to be desired, right? To have them fulfilled, right? No waiting, no putting off, no separating of self, the coming together with oneself. And that begins to make the fire in your veins, the arteries moving around, pumping that blood. Your heart gets to beat and your heart gets to pumping. And your mind is beginning to move. It's moving with this new understanding, shaping who you are, shaping you beautiful. That when you look in the mirror, you see yourself and you think, there I am. Hey, you good-looking thing, you divine, fantastic thing, you prosperous, purposeful person, you freedom, fun-loving you. That not just saying it to try and invoke it, the law of attraction, the power of manifestation. No, we're talking about awakening power here. We're talking about like your heart, like this, like boom, lighting up. What the sun shines on lives and grows. You the sun. You're the sun. That's what I gotta say. They're like, Joy, get another color card on that. I mean, even sitting here, glaring at me, help is on the way. The sunshine of life. You are adored. You are worshipped by life. And worship means to give the accolades, the care, the nurturing, the attention to that's necessary. And it's not forced. Because they know there's that little bit of turning, that little bit of adjusting. That's why help is on the way. It's always been planned all along. And it's in the center right here. It's all coming together. It's the divine eye, the aligning of the eyes. This so that you know who I am. And I don't mean I am me. I mean I am you. You is, I am, is are, we were. All this. I am. And your I amness as well. Okay? I am worthy of love. I am lovable. I am loving. All that. And it's not that, remember, the reiterating, the trying to create the vision board. No, no, no. This is the beholding. This is the beholding, y'all. This is the knowledge right here. This is that knowledge. And this is the, let me just scooch. This is the woman in your spirit right on down here. This is the sauce, the love sauce. Talk about some autumn colors, right? They're going to fall for you, baby. You're going to fall for you. What am I talking about? And then they're all going to fall. And you're like, me? Really? Man or woman, I'm telling you, you fine like wine. Look at this. Look at your shape coming out. Look at your heart coming forward. Look at your fantastic sense of commitment and faithfulness and loyalty. That would leave like jaws just hanging on the floor. Just hanging on the floor. And that's calling for a credit card. It's saying dispel those fears. Look at you, tree of life gleaming up. Remember those three? Look. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, coming, baby. Because remember, whatever life shines on grows. And this is fruitful. All that kinetic, frenetic, old energy down. That lightning awakening your earth, charging up in the atmosphere as life charges in to bless you, not distress you. So start forgiving. This means believing, giving to yourself, to your future, having the foresight, that mind, remember, as it's formulating and cooking. This is your new mind's eye that you're opening to see it as it is. Even if it's small beginnings, to notice those little things that are pure, perfect, wonderful, beautiful, delightful about you, okay? So we're going to grab one of these. Ooh, baby, Delta Spirit. If you want to know about that, jump back to Sagittarius. Big Papa, Big Daddy. He swiped his special sauce all over that reading, friend. And when you tune in, we are the whole zodiac, just so you know. We're the whole entire pie. How else do you know what sign you are, right? It comes as a circle, as an eyeball, as a snapshot, as the eye of God. You are all of it. And all of it's afforded to you as the beauty and the essence of who you are. Okay? Think of what all it takes, the components here. Think of a car, all the components. Well, your chart has all those components. And what is this component? Love and your fine divine self coming on in. Ooh, baby, it's the elixir of life. The ancient bounty. All of this, deprivation, starvation, demeaning, diminishing, doing without, being locked up, relegated, trapped, that sort of thing. Everything, those opportunities, all that like particle energy, all the dust of Saturn, all those giftings. He said he saved up, he stored up. When they passed you by, he nabbed it, grabbed it, like it's going around the luggage thing where your luggage comes out after the airplane ride. He's like, oh, Joy's not here to get, I'm gonna nab a bag for, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get that present, that package for, I've been saving. He's like, I've been saving it up for you. I've been saving it up for you. You don't have to wait in the dark alone anymore. He says, know that I've loved you all along. I've been saving all this for you. I'm ready to come along and speak. I'm ready to share my gifts with you. I'm ready to bestow this elixir of life and the ancient golden pyramids, these harnessing breaths of love. This, let me find it, y'all. Let me find it. Okay. Be patient, everybody. Be patient with me. Be patient. Where we going?
Would you like me to fix you some food?
When I'm through, babe. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's my delightful son. If y'all haven't been privileged to meet him and have him drop into one of your reads, maybe one day you will.
I got some of the other videos.
His name means radiant light. He is divine sunshine, that is for sure. Let me keep going because I see it showing up. He's wanting to tell you something specific here. That's not it. Where are you? Where are you? Where is the breast of God? There we go. Flat out, and this is coming in with it, and that too. Ooh, yes. Ooh, yes. He said all along he's been forming this bond with you and is now ready to show you the depth of his bond, the depth of his love for you, the fullness of his commitment. Remember, we were talking about that commitment over here? That's exactly it. Because this is coming as perky, buoyant, happy, and elated. Can you see it? Can you see? The divine ancients. This is about Sirius. This is about Venus. This is about the rising star. Those of you who've suffered in love, who've done without love. And this is relational love, connected love, genuine friendships, genuine love and trust in a family, genuine sincerity of coworkers, genuine true love is your love life partner, your mate, right? That is what is coming in here. He says, rest and take it easy. I've been storing it all up for you. All this goodness, all this happiness, all that abounding, all that glory is coming onto you. It is due you, is what he says. Oh, baby. He's like, it's coming in now. It is coming in. It's kind of his special delivery. Special delivery. Y'all, let me name it. Hang on. See, look how patient you are as I do all this. But that is a hallmark of Saturn. Like, you know, you got to wait till the cake cools before you frost it, right? Okay, and you want to have the candles on and light it before you give it to the person to blow out. He's like, I've been lining this all up. Dream and imagine. It's all possible. It's all coming. Let your heart open, friend. That's the space in between. He says, in between is where I formed the bond with you. I'm fond of you. Okay? All right. So underneath this moon, as we're now progressing forward, even in these minutes that we've been talking, let's see where we're going in this generous spirit. Hang on. Let me refresh. Oh, there isn't any. Babe, will you bring me one of the sparkle waters, please? Thank you. 5 of Cups. Stretch and extend yourself. The wheat is within reach. The wheat is within reach. The wheat thins. That is a motherfucking lie. That's fuggery afoot. That's a lie. All right. This is, you're telling me what is here. This is still attached to that moon magic that you had. So we need to detach it. We need to clear it out, do surgery on it. We need to cut that cancerous energy out so that it doesn't go forward and continue to grow off this life force that you're generating. All right, friend, that is what is going on, because this is depths of deception and layers of blocking you that only trickles, bits, niblets, and all that. I mean, you talk about cheating you, robbing you, skimming off the top, skimming out the backside, the bottom side, all that. They didn't just trim crust. They trimmed bread and they left you crumb. That energy, this old mindset, that entity, whatever, that is not even relevant here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, this is the cup that you want. So bubbles, you see bubbles sparkling up to the top, refreshing. Because this being the 5 of Cups, I have no problem with 5s. 5s are the power of your permission of your hand. But being that we're reading from here that you have to stretch and you have to strive to earn your food, to earn your dollar, to earn your love. And look, I mean, you just bare bones, all stretched out, like your bones are so thin, it's wearing you out. Even your calcium is depleted, right? Look at your teeth, y'all. And if they're kind of transparent, that's how you can tell how depleted you are in your calcium. All right. So let's get caught up here and let's not even deal with what's in the folds. Let's not even traverse that space and time. We're not even going to waste it because we're cleaning that out. We're bringing Saturn in like a scalpel because of his love for you. Do you see he's got some of that high priestess going on there, that scalpel to just come and clean that on out, matching, and he's cleaning out the portion of the moon that it's already been building power and energy to. So he's exactly removed that and he's looking to replace it, okay? And there's a perfect fit. There's a perfect fit, and it's sitting over here on the vice versa tarot that y'all had me whip out in the middle of the read, friends. Okay. Look at what is coming in. Look at what is coming in. Do you see that? Life is ready and waiting for you. That's your seat. That's your throne. Take your seat of honor, okay? This is the relationship. See, that's why it's a trinity, a divine unity is. It's the two people and the relationship. Open up to the relationship here on earth. Here on earth. It can't come if you close, if you stretch it, if you reach it, if you're barren out in the desert where nobody can see you and find you. You once in the cave, remember? And now you're wandering out in the desert, told that that's where your key is. That's where your love is. That's how you earn it. That's how you're worthy and good enough. Big Papa, he's cut that out and he's come to let you know. It's right here. It's right here. And that's not your crown. Your crown is not a pot. You don't have a pot to pee in. Well, hello, you are awesome and divine. Look at your abundance. Look at your wealth management. Look at who you are and how you've navigated what has been in here. If anything, you continue to move forward in that beautiful heart that you had, right? This beautiful heart that you didn't know because it was all obscure and covered up, right? Look at yourself. When the divine spirits come down just to be in your presence, in your energy, you are divine and you are fine. And what I know as you begin to see and you look in that mirror of that truth, remember, and you start to look and see yourself as you really are, as you really, we say, should be. It's as you really are. There's no earning, no stretching, no reaching. Okay? That's when you begin to see the truth of this coming in. You begin to see the divine companion arrive. You begin to see the restoration. It's all there like a lifesaver. Gonna save your life, baby. Look at his throne turned into an easy chair. Leather, comfortable, perfect, suited to some of you men growling inside right now. I can hear it. You ladies too. I'm not being sexist, whatever. Let us just speak things. They're cliche because they are true. So you've chosen the power of your destiny and the destiny of your heart. And you've done the hard work of converting the lead into gold. That was the hard work. It's all behind you, friend. Not because we don't live and breathe today. The hard work is behind you. The damnation, the beavering is behind you. Now we're stepping into true life, this true beauty, this true energy, and they're wanting me to grab one more of these. Oh, look at the bomb. You walking away from that old dead stuff. Look at you, flesh on your bones. Look at your divine covering. This is Earth Star energy going on here. This is Firefly, cherry blossom cheerfulness, knowing that you have the permission to come and go as you please. Because look, those scissors, they done cut so much out. They cleared it on away, and this is you. I'm going to put that on here and give Big Papa look. Give Big Papa that kiss from him. Mwah. Saying, thank you, Big Papa. Thank you for setting me free. Thank you for putting flesh on my bones. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for choosing me and believing in me from the beginning of time, for he is the time master. He created and slowed it down in a state that you could experience it, witness it, see it, and let this flushing, this fulfilling, this blossoming out come forward from you. Let this magnificent energy swirl and carry you around into your divine dreams. Hey, friend, I love you. I'm so glad we had this time together to work this magic on your heart, to do this energy session. Leave me comments down below. Color my world with your love. Tell me what's going on, the good, the bad, the ugly, the whatever. You're all welcome here. I appreciate you. And thank you for waking up today. All right, talk soon. Bye.